New tonight, Dr. Jerome Corsi threatening to take his $350 million lawsuit against Robert Mueller and the feds all the way to the Supreme Court. This after facing a setback in a recent hearing where a district court judge refused to hear his case. You know, we've been following Dr. Corsi's story very closely here on Trish Regan Primetime. Mr. Mueller has set his sights on Jerome Corsi because Dr. Corsi says the feds somehow believe he may have had a hand in the release of the DNC emails during the 2016 campaign, something he totally, utterly denies. Dr. Corsi's claims that the feds are unlawfully surveilling and pressuring him, that's part of the lawsuit. He says they want him to give answers that he just doesn't have. Dr. Jerome Corsi, he joins me now. All right,
Thank you, Trish.
Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Great to be back with you.
So it didn't go as you had hoped.
Well, we hope this one judge who had been favorable to cases of massive surveillance, which I think we increasingly are under as a society, for the National Security Agency, the CIA, etc. He just had no appetite to take the case. He is now a senior judge. It seemed like he really wanted to retire. He was looking for reasons not to take the case. And if he didn't want it, better that he didn't take it. The case has been reassigned already to another judge in the U.S. District Court in Washington. It's a judge, I believe, Hugeville, who was appointed by George H.W. Bush, the Superior Court, and by Bill Clinton to the U.S. District Court. And I know the case has merit. I know we have been under illegal electronic surveillance. There have been leaks from the grand jury. And the way I was treated in this testimony, 40 hours, 6 sessions, 2 months, I think was criminal prosecutorial misconduct. And I don't want anybody else to have to go through this. I intend to press the case, even if we have to go to the Supreme Court.
Let's back up again for those viewers who may just be catching this program for the first time and aren't familiar with what happened. But, you know, they seem to think that you've got information that is pretty important to the whole unraveling of this 2016 case where the DNC saw their servers broken into and all those emails published. You figured out that Podesta's emails were not part of the bunch and therefore were likely being held on to. I understand that there's an email apparently of you telling your associate Roger Stone,
yes,
hey, you know, get to Assange, somebody get to Assange because he probably has the Podesta emails. And that's where the feds go, Jerome Corsi's involved. Julian Assange, as I understand it, has now come out and said, no, Jerome Corsi had nothing to do with any of this?
Today. In fact, it's remarkable. I mean, I'm the whole linchpin, according to the Mueller prosecutors, who's going to be the central figure in the Russian collusion, because it was going to be Roger Stone to me to Julian Assange. I was going to connect the dots, and then it was going to go back to President Trump for collusion on how these emails were to be released. Except I figured out in July and August that Assange had Podesta's emails. I didn't have anybody's help to do it. It was connecting the dots on my own deduction.
Did you ever talk to Assange?
No.
Did you had no correspondence? He wasn't like your friend or buddy?
I've never spoken to Assange
or texting?
or communicated with him directly or indirectly in any way, or WikiLeaks. And today, WikiLeaks put out a statement that said it would be defamatory and libelous. 150 statements. One of them included that WikiLeaks had never talked, Assange had never talked or shared any information with Jerome Corsi, me mentioned by name, during the 2016 campaign about the emails that have been taken from the DNC.
But the feds somehow don't believe that.
Well, I guess they don't believe anybody, except they've got this predetermined kind of set already theory. This is not an investigation looking for, a criminal to commit. They have a crime and they know who the criminal was. Donald Trump in the White House. They want to impeach him. So the only facts Mueller's interested in are the facts that meet his predetermined theory. Since I said it didn't happen that way, suddenly they wanted to say, you're a liar, you're going to go to prison the rest of your life.
And not only are you a liar, but you're alleging that they're saying not only are you a liar, we're going to make your life absolutely miserable until you come around to our way of thinking? And
they've done everything they can. They make you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal defense. They make you, you just about, we're going to lose the house. Well, I don't think so. They make you go through, is Dad going to be in prison in Christmas time? Well, I can't say no. I mean, so I've been fighting this. The turning
And
point
your own
for me.
family, right? Your
the
own
turning
family,
point
you believe, has also been surveilled.
Yes, the turning point for me. One day, my wife woke up in the morning. She said to me, Jerry, I'd rather visit you in prison the rest of your life than to have you not be the man I married. And when she said that, I knew my course was set. And I told Mueller to take a hike, and I'm still telling him to take a hike. I did not lie. I wouldn't stand before God and Jesus Christ, my Savior, Lord and Savior, and put my hand up and swear that I had knowingly and willfully given the special prosecutor and the FBI information that was false, I knew to be false, and I did it to deceive him. I didn't do that. I went in to cooperate. I brought them all my computers, my backups, my cell phones, and because I couldn't tell them what was not true, but they demanded be true, they wanted to put me in prison the rest of their lives. I said, you can take a hike. I'm not doing it.
You have a very, very brave wife.
Yes.
You really do. And you're a brave man as well. I don't envy you any of this. This is kind of everyone's worst nightmare. You don't want to fight the feds, as they say, but you're doing it, Jerome Corsi. And you've got a brand new book out and an audio version. It's called Silent No More. The audio version was just released today. Congrats on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trish.